You're watching Alabama's WVUA News, first at 4.
Earlier in the show, we were talking about money-saving travel tips with RetailMeNot.com's Trae Bodge. She's a senior writer for their Insider magazine. It's time to finish up our conversation with Trae and chat about renting a car that won't kill you at the gas pump, courtesy of RetailMeNot.com. Let's talk a little bit more about driving. I had a friend recently that went to Los Angeles, but she flew into Las Vegas and then rented a car and drove on into Los Angeles from Vegas. Now, can you split a trip up that way? And if you do, combine your methods of transportation, so to speak, do you have some tips on how to get a good deal on a car?
You know, I think a lot of people want to, they want to go crazy and buy and get that huge SUV. But, remember, SUVs guzzle gas like crazy. And although gas prices are going down, you might want to think about getting a smaller car and, look at that miles per gallon because, it will really cost you if you're traveling in an SUV versus a compact car. And another thing to remember, too, if you're taking a long trip and you do need to gas up, using an app like Gas Buddy, which is a free app, you can actually find the cheapest gas wherever you are, and that way when you do fill up the car, you're doing so less expensively.
Now, Trae, you're a fan of something called an Anywhere kit. What is that?
Yeah. That's my little kit that I take with me anywhere, especially in the summertime, and I would recommend it for people, especially if they're out and about with kids. I mean, I carry it in a plastic gallon Ziploc bag, which is always good too if your child has an unexpected accident. You have a plastic bag to put their clothes in. But the bag basically carries sunscreen, and I always buy drugstore brand like CVS brand. I'm a fan of because it's actually half the price of the name brand sunscreen. I also like Skin So Soft. Bug repellent, because you never know if you're out on a hike or in the park when you're going to encounter some bugs. A little travel first aid kit if someone takes an unexpected spill, and maybe a granola bar and some tissues. And you will be surprised how handy that kit comes. And I've actually helped out a lot of other parents with my Anywhere kit as well.
All right, super. Trae, we're out of time, but thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thanks for having me, Danny.
If you missed the first part of that interview, you can find it on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com and search for D.H. Salter, all one word. We should pop right up there. You can see our recent videos on Facebook, too. Just go to facebook.com/onestat4.